Welcome back, guys. You're watching North Coast Craftsman. This is a channel all about wood and the many things you can do with it. Today we're going to be talking about how to finish your epoxy. Are you guys believers that too much gloss is a bad thing? Well, if you are, we're going to help you guys take care of that problem today, and we're going to create a matte finish on your epoxy project. This process is quite simple and takes only 3 steps to finish. Step number 1. Sanding with 220 grit sandpaper. Step number 2, rub on polyurethane. And step number 3, buff for a great finish. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to get a nice matte finish on your epoxy project. Let's get started. So guys, we are back here and the epoxy is fully dried and cured, and now we are ready to begin the sanding process. For some of you, the sanding process is not necessary. For us, we're looking for more of a matte finish rather than such a glossy finish. So to obtain that matte finish, what we have to do is sand this top with 220 grit sandpaper, and then we will use a satin polyurethane, and we'll put that over the top after we're done sanding. And once we're done with that, we will hit it with a buffer and wax the whole top, and that will kind of smooth out some of the swirl marks from using the polyurethane. So that will kind of make the whole table look more finished. It will also give the table a protection that it needs. So guys, our next step now that we're all sanded is going to be putting on this wipe-on poly. It's a satin poly. Since we're going for that matte finish, we don't want it to be glossy, so satin is what we're going to do. You can wipe it on with a rag, a towel, a sock, anything that's cotton. Whatever you want to wipe it on with is fine. But first, take your isopropyl alcohol and some type of cloth and wipe off all this excess dust. You don't want that on there with your finish. So that is our next step. We will show you all that in a time lapse, and then once we're done with that, we'll be back and we'll show you what the next process is going forward. So guys, we're back here and we are on to the last step to achieve your matte finish for your epoxy. And so that step is going to be taking a buffing wheel with a buffing pad and putting this carnauba wax on top, and this is going to give your slab the protection that it needs. I will leave a link for all of the items that we have used so far in this project listed down in the description below. So essentially all we have to do now is put the wax on top of the epoxy, put our pad on the buffing wheel, and start buffing. So we'll put you on a time lapse and you can watch the whole process through, and then we'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like once we're done. So guys, it's as easy as that. 3 steps. Sand with 220 grit sandpaper. Wipe on poly. Buff for a nice finish. If you're one of those people who doesn't quite like that high gloss finish, then this matte finish is exactly what you want. This slab turned out absolutely beautiful. We couldn't have asked for a better outcome. So if you want to see what we do with this slab, you'll have to check out our wall remodel build, and there we'll show you exactly where we put it and exactly how it fits in with that remodel. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. We hope that you subscribe to our channel, leave a comment below, like this video, do all the things you got to do, guys. We really appreciate you being here. As always, check out our Facebook and our Instagram page at North Coast Craftsman. There you will find all sorts of different projects that we've worked on in the past, and there's where you'll find all the projects we will work on in the future. So thanks for watching this video. As I said, please subscribe.